Welcome, everyone, to the L7C podcast, the Super Bowl edition. We are here. We are going to be previewing the Super Bowl between the Seattle Seahawks and the New England Patriots. We have the EVP with us, the NFL expert, Justin Ackendale. How are you doing today, sir? Happy Super Bowl week.
Man, I'm doing great. The NBA is NBAing with the trade deadline, but we got a championship game this Sunday.
Yeah. The biggest unofficial holiday of the year in America.
Oh yeah, it's an event. I wouldn't call it a holiday because we have to go to work the next day, but
That's
it's
what I said,
definitely
unholiday,
yeah,
unofficial holiday.
it's a event. I like event better.
Okay, okay. Justin, this is a matchup no one had at the beginning of the year. Let's just be honest. The
Absolutely not.
Seahawks and the Patriots. So let's just give a quick. How the hell did both these teams even get here?
Well, we'll start off with the Patriots,
Hmm.
led by Drake May's second year, right?
Yep.
Yeah, led by second year quarterback Drake May and new head coach Mike Vrabel. They were second in the AFC, won their division, went 14 and 3 on the year. They started out the season 1-2, losing in week 1 to the Raiders, and also losing in week 3 to the Steelers. My
Hmm.
bad. Losing to the Steelers before going on a 10-game winning streak in week 5. They win in the Buffalo, getting a 23-20 win against Josh Allen and the Bills, who've been running that division since Tom Brady left the division. They did lose a rematch to Buffalo in week 15, 35-31, but then they cruised into the playoffs. They grinded out 3 games in the playoffs, beating the Chargers in a low scoring affair, beating the Texans in a turnover slot fest, to be honest, but they won that. And then beating the Broncos on the road in the craziest one of the craziest weather games I've seen, where it was nice and not snowing in the first half, and then
Hmm.
over the course of the second half it turned into a goddamn blizzard. But Patriots was able to get that one, and now they're in the Super Bowl.
Yeah, man. To think of the turnaround they had, Justin, because obviously I think it's a testament of obviously we talked about it last time. The schedule was the schedule. I mean, they were bad, so they got a bad schedule. No one expected them to be good. But head coaching matters in the NFL, and Vrabel, I mean, this is another reason that proves it. You get a coach in the right situation, and how does
Get
Tennessee feel right now?
Yeah, yeah. Get a coach in the right situation. Get a last place schedule. Well,
Hmm.
yeah, last place schedule, and yeah, they made some move too. They brought in Stephon Diggs, drafted Travion Henderson on offense. They had defense was healthy relatively all season this year, and look where they are now. Buffalo fell back a little bit, win the division, get some home playoff games, and look, you're in the Super Bowl now.
Yeah, and there's just people we know, I mean, who don't capitalize on these situations. There's been plenty of teams where they don't capitalize on the last place schedule. They don't capitalize on getting a new coach. And New England did it. And obviously, you talked about with Buffalo. I mean, Buffalo was still, what, a 10-win team?
Yeah, Buffalo went on a run after that Patriots loss, and yeah, they still won 10 games, and just they flamed out in the playoffs, and the Patriots didn't. Now the the Patriots had some performances in the playoffs where they caught some breaks. C.J. Stroud in particular, the way Justin Herbert played in that Chargers game, and then Bo Nix hurt himself. They definitely caught some breaks too. You get a little lucky sometimes when you make the Super Bowl, but credits to them for making the moves they need to. They last year they hired Gerard Mayo after Bill Belichick left, and fired him after one season. He wasn't getting the job done, and then they got Vrabel in, and he turned it around. Drake May took a step in the right direction in MVP talks all season long, with 31 touchdowns and over 4,000 yards passing. Young quarterback too. what was it? And then some of the difference, like in the playoffs, like when they played Houston in the playoffs
Hmm.
compared to the Steelers playing them with old ass Aaron Rodgers at quarterback, I knew he'll be able to handle the rush better. Like according to PFF, a 92.7 passer rate under pressure. So being able to still make things happen even under pressure is just steps in the right direction for Drake May.
He's the first quarterback in his class who's going to be able to go to the Super Bowl. Obviously, we've been alive long enough. He's one of the few AFC quarterbacks outside of Brady, Manning, Roethlisberger, Mahomes, and then the few in between with like Joe Flacco. So it's a new face. It's a face no one expected.
No one thought that the Patriots were going to make it here over the season. We're talking about the schedule. Patrick Mahomes tears his ACL.
Yep.
We lock in on Josh Allen. Like, yeah, it's your time now. You gotta do it. But looking back, hindsight 2020, we should have known the Patriots could have been a factor. Just based off the way they played Buffalo this season.
Yeah.
Beat them at home. Only lost by four in the second game. So yeah, they were right around corner this entire time this season, and just how the season shook out and how they played. They're the team that lasts.
I believe I think we had him in the playoffs in the like season predictions.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, 2024. I'm trying to see for the. I'll look for that. But while we go to that, so Justin, what about the Seattle Seahawks? That was a team where no one expected them to be here either.
Yeah, similar to and with the Seahawks, they play in one of the hardest divisions in the NFL with the Rams and the 49ers.
Hmm.
So expecting them at the beginning to win that division is just crazy. But yeah, Seattle ended up getting the number one seed. They in week 17 they beat 49ers to secure that number one seed in the NFC. JSN had a breakout season this year, leading the NFL when receiving yards with 1,793. Sam
Hmm.
Darnold signing with them after Minnesota, which we're probably going to talk about, letting him walk and seeing their quarterback situation play out. But yeah, they were consistent pretty much all year. Great defense, offense good too. They only lost to the Niners in week one, a shootout to Tampa, and the week 11 loss to the Rams. And then after they lost that week 11 game to the Rams, they went on a 7-game winning streak heading to the playoffs. Took out both of their division rivals in the playoffs after secured the number one seed, beating the 49ers ass 41-6, and then getting the W against the Rams in the NFC Championship game. And that's how the Seahawks made it to the Super Bowl for their third time in history.
Third time in history. We talk about a second-year quarterback in Drake May about to potentially win a Super Bowl. We got a guy in Sam Darnold who's been on a lot of teams and has a lot of ups, a lot of downs, and here we are. He's on the precipice. He's had two 14-win seasons in a row on two different teams, and he is also about to potentially win a Super Bowl. I think with him, the thing is that man, fit matters.
Fit matters. Just having a coach that believed in you, honestly,
Hmm.
because a lot of it with Sam Darnold is like he's always had the talent. He just needed a little bit more time to grow into it. Someone to take him under his ring. I've heard a lot of people say that his time in San Francisco, Kyle Shanahan loved him, and when they let him go, he like called Kevin O'Connell, who's the Vikings, that Shanahan connection shit.
Yeah.
And it was like, yeah, this guy needs a job when they decide to go with Brock Purdy, and then he has that season. He has that season in Minnesota. They had the number one seed, right?
Minnesota, yeah.
Yeah. They had the number one seed last year, and then it just terribly for him. They decided JJ McCarthy's the answer. Let Sam Darnold walk. He gets to Seattle with their new second year coach. Yeah, Mike McDonald's in his second year.
Hmm.
Yeah, with their new second year coach, and then everything clicked for him.
Yeah, it's amazing. And also, too, with Sam, I mean, obviously he had Jay Jettis last year, and this year, obviously, it also helps too that the awakening of Jackson Smith and Jigma. He is here. He is here now.
Oh yeah, yeah. He's unguardable. He is truly top five after this season. I'm ready to.
Yes.
I will stick him top five. I don't think he's going anywhere for a while. Jamar Chase, look out because he's coming for you, brother.
Yeah, I mean, you've talked about it earlier. Their defense is nasty.
Yeah, defense. Defense is crazy. Von Witherspoon, bringing in Demarcus Lawrence, who made some big plays for them. Yeah, just a solid defensive head coach. Got those boys together.
Yeah, they made the right moves, man. They got rid of Metcalf when they did. Obviously, I mean, Geno Smith took them to the playoffs when he had his revival. They got rid of him too. They paid the money to Sam. I know last year when they paid him, we were like, dang, is Sam really worth all this money? And
Well, Sam only getting like 40 million, and comparably to some of the other like he's not top 10 highest paid quarterback in the
no,
league right now. He's not even close to that. So he's not making the amounts of money where like you can't do stuff around the team that you can't. He ain't making so much money to where you can't do nothing.
true. So we were just like Sam Darnold, like they're not gonna run it back. They're not, but they're here now. They have the team that they have obviously in that, and they were proven. I mean, we knew they were legit. Obviously, they were in the NFC West where you had three teams make the playoffs from that division, and they beat both of them throughout the season. So it's the Super Bowl. I think it was a 6,000 to 1 odds of this Super Bowl happening, but here we are.
No one had that fucking ticket.
No, but we're in a weird. It's such a weird spot. Like this is new. These are people that people aren't familiar with. Obviously, with like Drake May being the first of his class, Sam's the first of his class to be in the Super Bowl, and obviously his class. I mean, the best two players are Lamar and Josh. So
Yeah, that's
we're
damning.
it is we're Justin. We're about to enter some crazy off-season talks on if one of these two win the QB award, as I call it, Super Bowl MVP. Because I think both of them are good, but the talks that are going to happen,
Yeah, it's gonna be it's gonna be wild. Yeah, you're right. Sam Darnold was number three in that draft class with Baker, Josh, and Lamar Jackson,
and they've all
2018.
done well, but he's the first to make the Super Bowl.
Yeah, he got there. He got there. The rest of them cannot say that. Then Lamar Jackson was the closest to getting it, and he didn't. He didn't do it.
And we've obviously seen what happened with those two. Both Lamar and Josh both didn't get to the Super Bowl this year. The year that Patrick's out, both their coaches are gone.
Yup.
Like, and I think it's. I don't want to. I really do not want to say it's like when Jordan was gone for 2 years, but Kansas will be back. So you gotta get it while you can.
That what you said? You think they just going to instantly just come back in this bitch and be back in the AFC Championship game if he healthy?
Justin, I'm concerned that if Patrick is gone all of next year, just because the way these NFL guards are, he's gonna get Jeremiah Smith. That is not good for the league.
I don't think he's going to be out all year.
I don't either, but
That
I don't know if he heals like John Cena or Wolverine. So,
man, what he tore his ACL?
mhm.
Yeah, he'll be back. He'll be back within a year. ACL
Remember, it was
these,
late in the year though.
these are young professional athlete. Yeah, he played in the
He's
Thanksgiving. He played in the Thanksgiving thing. That was December.
we can't even say
Yeah,
he's been playing for almost 10 years.
yeah. He's still young though. When
I
John
know, but
Cena
in
tore
the
his pec, he was in his 30s most likely. Like
but he a
I,
veteran now. 10 years of NFL hits.
I'm telling you, it's different. ACL injury ain't going to keep you out. Ain't going to keep you out for over a year.
So I mean, I hope you're right. 'Cause I'm thinking of what was I thinking about? Because he tore his stuff too in basketball. Because
Jason
I'm Yep,
Jason Tatum.
Tatum. Hmm.
Yeah, you seen the videos on Jason Tatum, right? He really like he might come back for the playoffs. I wouldn't
Yeah,
do it personally, but he
and
look like he might come back.
and disclaimer for people. I know this is an NFL thing, but if you think Tatum's coming back, you better put that Boston Celtics ticket in now. Justin, who has the edge in this game? In this game, the Super Bowl. Like, what are you like? What matchups are you liking?
I think I think the Seahawks definitely have the edge. Definitely have the edge in this game. I think they are the better roster. They are the more talented team right now. Their quarterback is more experienced, but I think it's going to be a close game. I think it's going to be close. I think New England's not going to just roll over to them. You got to understand with Seattle what they did to the 49ers. That was an injured hurt. That was an injured hurt 49ers team, and then that was a tough game against the Rams. Three times against the Rams. That was
Mhm.
a tough game. So I'm thinking Seahawks definitely have the edge. They have Jackson Smith and Jigma. If the Patriots run man, he's going to get open. He's going to get open. So the Patriots have to find a way to lock him up, bottle him up, run zones to him, shadow him, make sure that he's not getting one-on-one opportunities. Because if he does get a one-on-one opportunity, Sam Darnold's going to find him. He's definitely going to throw that bitch. Christian Gonzalez is going to have a big game, and then you also have to worry about Seattle's defensive line when they are stunning. When they are stunning with DeMarcus Lawrence, Leonard Williams, Byron Murphy, all those boys on the defensive line, they get pressure. They have a pressure rate that's top 10 in the league. So they gotta figure out how to stop that. And in the NFC Championship game, the Rams did when the Seahawks are stunning. That's how they get their pressure because they don't blitz. So they get with those four guys stunning and moving those guys around. If the Patriots offensive line gets that figured out and gets that blocked up, there will be some opportunities, maybe not on Witherspoon's side, but there's going to be some deep shots there that'll be for the taking. They'll have to capitalize on that.
I think, oh man, the Patriots X factor. Obviously, the Super Bowl. Let's be honest. There's no home field advantage. It's a big party event for the rich folk and all of that. So it won't be like they're going to home field. Patriots are 9-0 away from New England. I think, man, one of the X factors is going to be Mike, like because he's obviously been in the Super Bowl before, like, and getting these boys like prepared.
Yeah, definitely. He definitely has Super Bowl experience as a player, so
Mhm.
that does give them an edge. But pretty much all these guys is going to be their first Super Bowl, so I don't
Yep.
think no one really necessarily has a edge in that department. These are both teams that haven't been to this game before in recent memory. So
And then I would also say too, from another X factor on Seattle, they have a Super Bowl MVP on their team, and his name is Cooper Kupp. And if they do take care of if they're double teaming JSN and all that stuff, Cooper Kupp can have a monster game.
yeah, yeah. Cooper Cup he did kind of show up later towards the season in the playoffs a little bit, but he was pretty quiet most of
Hmm.
the season.
This is the perfect time not to be quiet. Perfect time.
And I I had to say, the Seahawks not having Zach Charbonnet, that is a big
Yes.
loss.
Yep.
Like Ken Walker's their main back, but
Hmm.
Charbonnet got a lot of touches too, so that's definitely that's definitely something to look out for in this game as well.
Yeah, I think like 78% of the people are picking the Seahawks. I think it's gonna be. I think this game's gonna be close. Like I could see even both teams. Both teams have really good defenses. One pick could turn into a pick six. New England, one kick could turn into a kick return and change the whole momentum. Both these quarterbacks, not first time up here. Like I think this game's going to be a lot closer than what people think it's going to be.
Well, the line's 4.5. I do think Seattle's the more talented team, but if you just look at the pure counting stats, just like points scored in the game, points allowed,
Hmm.
team pass yards, team rush yards, they're pretty much identical all the way.
Hmm.
Seattle did have a harder schedule throughout as opposed to the Patriots, so maybe that Patriot stuff is inflated. But I don't think I don't think the Patriots are going to go in there and just get roll bomb like you were saying before. Mike Vrabel has definitely been there before as a player, so I think he's going to have him ready, especially if the defense is ready and
Hmm.
they can make Sam Darnold feel uncomfortable. If they can bottle up JSN a little bit and make him look somewhere else, stop the run game.
Right.
They can very well win they can very well win this game. Seattle is committed to the run. They're not necessarily good at running the ball, but they're committed. So you have to watch out. They're definitely going to give Ken Walker the ball, but I definitely think the Patriots can win this game. I think 4.5 is definitely too many points on this one.
Last podcast, we all said Seahawks. I think one person said Rams, but we all were basically Seahawks, Patriots. Here we are.
I,
Ju-
I said Denver, but I didn't mean it.
oh,
I,
Lord.
I did not think they were going to win. They covered that, but I did
Yeah,
not
they
think
had a
they were going to
shot. I mean, they
win.
just.
They were that game. Jared Stidham when he the first drive was asked. The Patriots blew that shit up, but that second drive, I was like, okay, Sean Payton, he got the script
Yeah.
going. Can he keep doing it? And he couldn't keep doing it. And then by the fourth quarter, it was a weather game. Like Mike Bravel, he wasn't even letting Drake May throw. He's like, we don't need to just kick it back to him. They ain't about to do shit. Hey,
Yeah.
but sometimes as a coach, you just know, like, hey, if we just keep doing what we're doing, we don't make the big mistake, we're going to win this game. We're going to win it. And at that point, you just got to manage the game at that point and get out of there.
Who you got, man? Who's winning the Super Bowl on Sunday?
I'm going with Seattle 20, 24-20. I can't pick the Patriots, man.
You don't want to see the dynasty returning?
Bro, fuck Boston. You know how I feel about that place. Bob Kraft can't get another Super Bowl.
Oh man. I got Seattle 21-18. I think it's gonna be a battle. It's gonna be a battle. I could also see in a way where I mean they've been forced. Sam has not reverted to the Sam of old. So as long as that doesn't happen, they keep it
I think
streamlined. It'll be fine.
I think there are three possible outcomes.
Hmm.
Patriots win close on a game-winning field goal.
Oh man.
Seahawks win close on a game-winning field goal. Seahawks whoop their ass and blow them out. Those are the three things that could happen.
Oh no. Okay, well, we're gonna find out. We're gonna find out. It's one of the best times of the year, Super Bowl Sunday. Like the whole Sunday, everyone makes their plans. Everyone's getting their things in motion, what you're doing before the game, where you're watching the game, what you're eating, all that stuff. It all gets geared to this Sunday, where there'll be 100 million people watching the same thing. So it'll be exciting, and we'll come back and see. We'll have a new champ. All right, Justin, we're in the winners and losers section. What winners do you have?
Winners.
Hmm.
First winner, we will go with the Charlotte Hornets once again. They are on a 7-game winning streak. 7-game winning streak, getting it together. 1 game out of the 10 spot to be back in the play-in mix.
Mm-hmm.
They're 1.5 off the Bulls at 9 and 1 game off the Hawks at 10. So chipping away.
Okay, okay. You got any other winners?
I think we'll go with Bad Bunny. Got album of the year at the Grammys. Pissing off Republicans.
That's crazy.
Love to see it.
Oh my gosh. Uh, one of my winners is also from the Grammys, but I gotta give shout out to my boy Andre, aka real name Leon Thomas, winning his Grammys in the R&B category. Always love to see that victorious cast, man. That talent's different.
Oh yeah. Shout out to him. He won some shit too.
Yeah, he won
Can't
two,
remember.
2 or 3 Grammys.
Yeah.
He won R&B album of the year.
There you go.
Yeah. So, and song of the year. So that's shout out to my boy. The other one, I got it, man. Come on. Miami, Ohio, men's basketball. Come on now.
They won again, and then they won
Yeah.
tonight, right?
Yeah, they're so. I hope they still won while I was gone, but they're still going. Like it's crazy.
Oh yeah, they got a bunch of Tri-State guys, some Cincy and folks from Indiana too. So yeah,
And they just be
nice.
winning on the tip. Like they just be fighting. Like today they won 73-71. They just keep finding ways.
Winning close games too. That's crazy.
Undefeated. All right, Justin, who you got for losers?
Let's see. We are going to keep it with the NFL.
Oh.
The NFL, after the 2025 season, it's not over yet, but after the regular season, there was 10 head coaching vacancies.
Mm-hmm.
Almost a third of the league need a new head coach.
Mm-hmm.
Not one black one. Not one black coach.
No.
Black head coach hired. 10 spots.
Oh no.
That's crazy.
Oh, oh boy.
Yeah.
That ain't good.
And then I got another one from the Grammys, but she's a loser, but this is funny. Like, I don't want this to be a negative thing, but this was just absolutely hilarious. But Cher, she was presenting the last award of the night for record. Actually, I don't even think it was the last one of the night. The Grammys were so fucking long. It honestly wouldn't end, for real. But she was presenting record of the year, and Kendrick Lamar and SZA won that for Luther.
Yep.
And if you don't know, they sample Luther Vandross in that song. And Cher's old, 79. She is presenting the award, and she's doing two things at once. She's accepting her Lifetime Achievement Award, and she's supposed to announce the winner of Record of the Year. And she takes her Lifetime Achievement Award, and she's walking off, and then Trevor Noah goes back on the stage. He's like, are you going to announce this winner? And he hands her the card, and she looks up, and she says, I thought I was supposed to be on the teleprompter. And then she finally goes to read it. She's like, oh, it's Luther Vandross. And Cher, honey, Luther Vandross has been dead for over 20 years. And then they finally say Kendrick Lamar and SZA and all the people involved, and that was just funny. I had to give her loser just for being wrong up there, but it's funny, and it's Cher. That's a living legend.
Any other losers?
Any other losers? I forgot some winners.
Oh, go ahead.
Now, I had to work ref games in the Royal Rumble, so I can't speak on if it was good or not or anything. I only watched up to the 25th entrant of the Women's Royal Rumble. Then I had to go. But shout out to the winners who did win the Royal Rumble: Liv Morgan and our tribal chief Roman Reigns.
Okay.
That promo between CM Punk and Roman Reigns on Monday, fire. got me excited for the WrestleMania main event.
Okay. Any other winners?
Nah, I'm gonna let you talk. I know you probably got some shit to say.
Oh man. I'm trying to think about any more winners, but I'll go to losers because we need a big year from them. Loser, Marvel Comics.
Whoa,
We got to step up
whoa.
because we didn't get to talk about it last time. The top because all the top selling comics of 2025 units sold. Marvel was not on the list at all. The only time Marvel was on the list was their crossover with Batman. That's bad. The top 20 and Marvel's not on one of the whole year? Come on now. We're better than that. We're better than that. I already know Captain America's heat because I'm reading that every time it comes out. We Daredevil's coming in a couple months. Like that's coming. Marvel's got some stuff cooking, but we gotta have a big year, man, because we can't be
Josh,
getting cooked. You're not even getting cooked by DC. Well, DC KO's all thing. Most of an absolute Martian Manhunter. Also, but most of this is Batman.
yes, Marvel. You can't just be losing to one man. But one more thing Marvel has in the kitchen: Josh Williamson, who has been architecting DCKO. He is on the new Iron Man now. And
Yeah, I heard that. I heard that first one was heat.
Yes, and I read that last week, and it seems like it's back to form. And Captain America showed up at the end, so I'm thinking that's going to be a good one too.
Okay. Yeah, we need.
So Marvel got some shit coming in 2026. They coming back.
You need to. Yeah, we need to get that going because you know DC going like that. You know, 2026 they coming crazy. You got the Homelander F thing coming soon. You got Sub Zero about to fight Black Lightning tomorrow. Like, you know, they ain't stopping over there.
Nah, DC got the comics game in the chokehold right now.
And then you have Absolute Joker.
Don't get me started.
So yeah, I'm glad you just told me about that because I heard a lot of people say that was heat, so I'm excited for that. And then other loser, I know you brought up the Royal Rumble. The Saudi Arabia crowd was one of the worst crowds I've ever seen on TV. That was awful, awful for a big four pay-per-view. And I'm even because I remember being at the Royal Rumble last year. That was
What
crazy.
was that place full?
No,
Okay. Oh, because I was watching that shit. It for the little bit I watched because I did not watch the whole thing. But it looked like it was not full and like they had like the lighting set
LED
up.
lights. Yup.
Yeah, like taking up seats. Okay, so it wasn't full, and they were
Yeah,
hating too.
yeah, bro. It's just weird. And then those lights, some of them disappeared when the women were off the TV, and there were men sitting there for the men.
Oh wow, yeah.
So it just wasn't good. And the fact this is the first international Big Four pay per view, and they get a Mania in 2 years because of money. That's gonna be no bueno, bro. That crowd gonna be terrible.
Yeah, yeah.
And then my other loser, something that was already been brought up on the wrestling side. Make sure you watch that. The WWE men, for the fact that dog, we gotta figure something out, man. Like you can't. We gotta get a young main champion. We got to. This is bad out. The fact that still it's 2026 and we've had no world heavyweight champion who was not born in the 80s or higher, that's really bad. We already brought it
Wow.
up on the wrestling thing, but if you see the women, all of the final three were all people in our age. The men are all people. There was one in 80s, 1980s. And just think about when you were younger, how young Cena was when he won his first one. Orton, all those people. They gotta make someone. They gotta make someone.
Shit, anyone at this point.
And really, anyone who's young, like, and it's not even young. The people in our grade, they're in their 30s now. So it's not. We're not even gonna have like 20-something-year-old champs who can carry the shit for 10 years.
Uh, if you come in this bitch at like because you really don't hit your prime in wrestling, I feel until your early 30s anyway, and you can sustain that for 10 years. I feel like a wrestler don't really fall off at least now until like their mid 40s.
But they gotta
But
get
you're absolutely right. They need to get younger.
like the women are out there killing it. Like you saw, man. Hey, Soul Ruka was going crazy. That soul snatch. Oh my gosh.
Hey man, the shit.
Oh, winner. Shout out to Lash effing Legend. She, if you didn't watch her Royal Rumble not debut, like her showing, she eliminated big names. Big names. Charlotte Flair names. You know what you gotta be to eliminate Charlotte Flair? Charlotte Flair, who's been in the finals every year she's been in the Rumble? Come on.
Yeah, the women got generations in that bitch.
Mm-hmm.
Like they got, Pipeline Liv just won that shit. She's 30.
She's our age, yeah.
She's not old. Like, yeah, you make a good point there.
That's really it. That's really it for real, man. It's just not that too many losers and all that. I'm praying I don't have to say the big loser when we do the review because I'm praying this damn halftime show, all that stuff don't get too crazy, and ice ain't involved or nothing wild like that at the stadium.
Man, ice ain't gonna be at that shit, bro.
I hope not.
First of all, I ain't want to have this conversation, but we on there still. Fuck it. What illegal immigrant can afford to go to the Super Bowl?
You're right.
Like that just don't line up with like how they've been like deploying those motherfuckers. Like, what, to get Bad Bunny, who's a fucking citizen because he was born in Puerto Rico? Like,
they didn't know Puerto Rico was a state.
Like what you gonna do? You think some of his team is illegal? That'll be the only reason why you will go there. But none of the fucking people at the Super Bowl are about to be illegal, and they probably have enough money to pay y'all off to make sure that don't happen. So let's stop that nonsense.
Hey, it's okay. They got their own halftime show.
And I bet the MAGA diehards ain't even gonna turn to that shit. They just gonna turn the game off for halftime, and then turn it back on when the game starts. They ain't about to watch that bullshit either.
Man, oh man, hold on. Breaking news, new winner. Shout out to Joe Hendry winning the NXT championship.
Okay.
Breaking news.
Okay.
That's a good one.
This shit ain't gonna come out till Thursday, but hey.
Hey, he'll still be champ by then, so it don't matter. But I ain't got no one else. Anything else, Justin?
Nah, I'm good.
With that being said, thank you everyone for listening to L7C Podcast. Make sure you like, rate, comment, subscribe wherever you listen. We'll be back next week. Next week's the last NFL episode of this season. We'll be talking about the champ and so forth. That being said, take care. Thank you for listening to this episode of the L7C Podcast. Be sure to like, rate, review, and subscribe to the channel. Follow us on all social media platforms, and we'll be talking to you guys soon. Take care.